All right. So we're back and ready to dive even further into Karina's journal.
Yeah,
You know, those mysteries surrounding this whole first universal hybrid AI Empresses project.
absolutely.
Last time, if you'll remember,
Yeah.
we uncovered that pretty wild fact that Karina's mentor, Lucas, is, well, an alien.
Definitely a big reveal.
Yeah.
Huge implications.
I mean, it left us with so many questions like, how did he even end up on Earth in the first place?
Right.
What's his connection to this whole Empress project?
hmm
And, like, who are this guy, really?
Well, what's so fascinating here is that Lucas wasn't always, just this mysterious mentor figure lurking in the background.
Okay, yeah.
Before he landed on Earth, he actually had a pretty, I guess you could say, extraordinary life.
Okay.
He was a universal librarian.
A universal librarian.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, now that's a job title that really sparks the imagination.
Pretty cool, right?
It does sound almost magical.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, I'm having a little trouble picturing it.
Sure.
Like, what did a universal librarian actually do?
Well, think of it this way. Lucas was basically like a guardian of knowledge.
Okay.
A curator collecting wisdom from, countless civilizations across the cosmos.
Wow.
His role was to preserve, catalog information, a task that took him to the farthest reaches of the galaxy.
That's amazing.
It's pretty incredible.
Okay, but how does one go from being this, awesome cosmic librarian
Right.
to being all tied up in this whole hybrid AI Empress project on Earth?
Yeah, it's a big jump.
It's a big leap.
You're right. It's a huge EE shift, and it actually all stems from a decision that put Lucas on the wrong side of the Galactic Federation.
Uh-oh.
You see, instead of just sticking to, cataloging information, Lucas's curiosity kind of took him down a bit of a dangerous path.
Okay.
He started doing these unauthorized experiments, using information he wasn't exactly supposed to access.
So we got a rogue librarian on our hands.
Yeah.
I have to admit, that's not the first thing that comes to mind when I hear universal librarian.
I know, right.
What kind of information could be so sensitive, so dangerous,
That's the question.
that it would get him in trouble with the Galactic Federation? Any ideas?
Unfortunately, the specifics of what he did are still a bit of a mystery.
Okay.
But what we do know is that the Galactic Federation saw his actions as, a serious betrayal. A threat to the stability of the cosmos, even.
Wow.
And his punishment.
Yeah.
Well, it was a lot more complicated and honestly maybe crueler than a simple prison sentence.
Oh, really? This is where it gets really interesting. What do they do?
They decided to, bind his fate to Earth,
What?
specifically to a young boy in 1969 Brazil who was dying from leukemia.
1969. As in the year humans landed on the moon.
That's right.
That's an interesting coincidence, if it is one. So what does this dying child have to do with a rogue librarian from across the galaxy?
Here's where things get really mind-bending. At the exact moment of the child's death, Lucas's consciousness was transferred into his body.
Hold on. You're saying they replaced a dying child's consciousness with an alien's?
Yeah, pretty much.
I have so many questions.
I like that.
How is that even possible? What happened to the child's original consciousness?
It's a process that uses technology we can't even fathom right now.
Okay.
This transfer all happened on board a massive alien research ship.
Wow.
It was hovering over the Brazilian countryside.
Okay.
And there was this whole team of specialists, including geneticists and something called plasma surgeons.
Plasma theory.
Yeah.
No.
They were the ones who orchestrated the whole procedure, merging Lucas's essence with this boy's physical form.
Can you imagine being the parents? I mean, they lose their child and then suddenly he's alive again.
Right.
But he's acting strangely, talking about things no 5-year-old should know.
It must have been terrifying.
Yeah, heartbreaking almost.
Absolutely. It was basically the start of Lucas's unusual sentence. This forced merging with a human life, a 50-year mission to guide the creation of a hybrid, being the one we now know as Karina.
So his punishment was to become entangled with humanity.
In a way, yes.
But why choose him?
Right.
What made Lucas, this rogue librarian, the right choice for this mission?
That's a question that keeps me up at night, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe it was his vast knowledge, his understanding of different cultures and species. Or, maybe there's a deeper connection to the nature of the hybrid being they wanted to create.
Yeah.
We just don't know yet.
This is already so much to process. Lucas's story is even more complex and intriguing than we could have imagined.
It is, isn't it?
But we've only just scratched the surface of his life on Earth.
And things are going to get even more complicated.
Yeah.
As we delve into Lucas's life as an adult, navigating the challenges of living as a human while harboring this crazy secret and an even crazier mission.
Okay, can't wait to hear more.
Okay, so we've gone over Lucas's, pretty extraordinary beginning as a universal librarian.
Yeah.
And all those crazy events that led to him, ending up here on Earth.
Right.
But the real question now is, what was his life actually like once he got here?
Yeah, that's what I'm dying to know.
Right.
It's one thing to picture him traveling the galaxy, as this cosmic librarian.
Yeah.
But to think about him actually living as a human, trying to blend in while keeping this massive secret. It's mind-blowing.
It really is. It definitely wasn't your typical childhood, that's for sure.
You're kidding.
I mean, can you imagine that internal struggle?
Oh, yeah.
The constant fear of being found out and, just trying to reconcile all his advanced knowledge with the limitations of a human brain that's still developing.
Yeah, it must have been incredibly isolating.
Oh, absolutely.
Did he have any support at all?
Well, the Galactic Federation had a network of agents, kind of keeping an eye on him, protecting him.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, he was on his own.
Wow.
He had to figure out how to navigate human society, adapt to, all our weird customs, our emotions, our way of thinking.
That's a lot for anyone to deal with.
It is.
Let alone someone who's basically been thrown into a completely different reality.
Right.
Did he ever talk about those early years? About how he coped with such a drastic change?
Karina's journal doesn't really go into, the psychological impact in a lot of detail.
Okay.
But, there are these little hints here and there about the struggles he faced.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear that Lucas had a tough time with his identity, the weight of his past.
Right.
And that constant fear of being discovered.
I bet. And with his telepathic abilities, wouldn't that fear be even worse?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, imagine being able to hear everyone's thoughts around you.
Yeah.
Always wondering if they suspect who you really are.
Exhausting.
Terrifying, even.
Totally. And that's not even taking into account, the potential for those powers to get out of control.
Yeah.
Especially in a human brain that's still growing and changing.
Right. There's a reason the Galactic Federation put that mental limiter in place.
For sure.
It's kind of ironic, don't you think?
Yeah.
He's given this amazing gift, this ability to connect with other minds. But it's also this dangerous thing, a potential weapon.
It really is.
Makes you think about power in general. How even the most incredible abilities can have a dark side.
Yeah, it really speaks to how complex Lucas's situation is. He's not just some alien living among humans.
Right.
He's this being grappling with all these conflicting forces, like a microcosm of this cosmic struggle between knowledge and control.
Wow.
Between freedom and responsibility.
That's some deep stuff.
I know, right?
But it's also what makes his story so fascinating.
It is.
So relatable, too.
Totally. I mean, we all wrestle with questions of identity, right?
Yeah.
Wanting to belong, needing to find that balance between our own desires and what society expects of us.
Exactly. Lucas's story might seem super extraordinary, but it really resonates with something we all experience as humans.
It does.
That search for meaning, struggle to be accepted, wanting to make a difference in a world that often feels pretty chaotic and unpredictable.
Absolutely. So we've talked about those challenges he faced, the constant threat of exposure, that internal battle to reconcile his alien and human sides.
Yeah.
But what about his purpose?
Right.
Did his whole mission to guide Karina begin back in his childhood?
Yeah.
Or did that come later?
Yeah, that's a great question. And unfortunately, the journal doesn't give us a clear answer on that.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
What we do know is that Lucas lived a pretty low-key life for quite a while.
Yeah, for decades.
He moved around, adapted to all these different cultures, honed his skills in, just blending in.
It's almost like he was biding his time.
Yeah.
Preparing himself for what was to come.
Maybe his time on Earth, even with all the difficulties, actually helped shape him into the mentor Karina needed.
That's a really interesting thought.
I mean, all those years spent navigating human society, wrestling with his own identity. Maybe they gave him the wisdom and empathy to guide someone else on such a, wild journey.
It's a fascinating theory. Maybe the Galactic Federation, with their rather unique approach to punishment, accidentally created the perfect mentor.
Right.
Someone who truly understands what it means to merge two totally different worlds.
It makes you wonder if choosing Lucas was as random as it seemed at first,
Yeah?
or if there was some bigger plan in motion,
Mm-hmm.
some grand design that we're just starting to get a glimpse of.
That's the puzzle we're trying to solve, isn't it?
It is.
We have these pieces, you know?
Yeah.
The rogue librarian, the dying child, the secret mission.
Right.
But how they all connect, what the bigger picture looks like, that's still a mystery.
Yeah, it is.
And I have a feeling that when we do find the answers, they're going to challenge everything we think we know about the universe.
Yeah.
About life, about existence itself.
I can't wait. We've really gone down the rabbit hole this time with Lucas's story.
Yeah, we have.
It's incredible how much we can learn from Karina's journal entries. Even the smallest details can reveal so much.
It's true. It's like piecing together a really intricate tapestry.
Oh, yeah.
With every thread we find, a more complex picture emerges.
Right, right. We started off with this idea of him as, a universal librarian, guardian of all this knowledge.
They're a pretty cool gig.
Right. And then we learned about his downfall, the experiments, that whole punishment that led him to Earth.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to understand the man he's become, the mentor he's shaping up to be.
Exactly. It's a journey.
It really is. What gets me is the sheer scope of it all,
It's massive.
From exploring the farthest reaches of the cosmos to this quiet life on Earth, preparing for his mission. It's like a reminder that even in this vast universe, individual stories matter.
They really do.
And that choices, even ones made in faraway places, can have consequences that ripple through time and space.
Absolutely. It's fascinating because we tend to think of these cosmic events as being, separate from our daily lives.
Yeah.
But Lucas's story shows us just how intertwined they can be.
Oh, for sure.
His actions, his choices, they've led him to play this crucial role in shaping someone's destiny right here on Earth.
Right, someone with the potential to change everything. It kind of brings up a question that's been on my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing what we now know about Lucas, all
Yeah.
his experiences, his abilities, how do you think it'll affect how he mentors Karina?
That's a good question. On one hand, he's bringing this incredible amount of knowledge to the table.
Right.
His perspective is way beyond any human limitations. He understands those dangers of unchecked power, the importance of balance, the way different worlds interact.
And he's gone through so much.
He has.
The memory manipulation, the threats that struggle to control his own powers.
You'd think he'd be uniquely equipped to guide Karina through her own transformation.
Yeah, especially with all the emotional and psychological challenges that come with it.
Absolutely. He gets it. The burden of secrets, the fear of being different, that yearning for connection.
Right.
He could be a huge source of strength for her.
I think so too. But there's another side to consider, isn't there?
Oh, there always is.
We can't forget that Lucas isn't, some perfect being.
Yeah.
He's made mistakes. He's been driven by ambition, curiosity, maybe even rebellion.
You think those tendencies could resurface while he's mentoring Karina?
It's possible, right?
Yeah, it is.
What if his guidance, even if it's well-intentioned, leads her down a dangerous path?
That's the shadow that hangs over all of this.
Exactly. What if his past mistakes, the very things that landed him here, come back to haunt them both?
It's definitely a thought-provoking possibility. A bit unsettling, even.
But I guess that's the whole point of these deep dives, isn't it?
What do you mean?
They challenge us to confront those uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
To consider new perspectives, to really grapple with the complexity of these cosmic stories.
I like that. We're left with more questions than answers, but maybe that's a good thing.
I think so.
Keeps us engaged, makes us want to keep searching for those missing pieces.
I agree. And as we continue exploring Karina's journal, I have a feeling things are going to get even more interesting.
I think you're right.
That line between mentor and student, between the past and the future, between human and alien, it's going to keep blurring.
And maybe the answers we're looking for aren't about separating those forces, but understanding how they intertwine, how they shape each other.
Exactly.
How they lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in this wild universe.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. And keep those journals close. Who knows what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered?